But yeah, 2025 is looking pretty good and stuff. I'm doing a lot of planning out right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of music artists we're gonna talk about for the first time 2025 too. So
Ooh, ooh.
also I want to text you the schedule because for this Sunday I'm gonna do one of my ideas I told you about too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lately I've just been feeling mad creative lately.
Right.
Thank everybody for showing love yesterday. I'm not gonna hold you. After we finished the second video, man, I was tired, man. But I had to stay up just to put all the damn albums in the shelves and shit in the boxes. Oh, that's one thing about collection day. I hate putting all the albums back and then have to deal with the CDs falling down and shit. Like,
Mm.
but I know I'm gonna get me some shit this weekend probably, then close to my birthday, and then I'm gonna get some December. I don't know when I'll do in the next collection, but I'm gonna let you know about that.
Right.
Cause I might do a mini one December. I don't know about that yet. Mm. So I heard J Cole's new song.
You like it? Is it good?
I love, I loved it.
I didn't get a chance to hear it
It's not on streaming. It's on only on YouTube at the moment.
yet.
He's
Right.
talking about he's talking about how the executives try to make him try to beef with Drake and shit like that.
So, what's wrong with people? Mm-mm-mm.
Well, Drake, they're actually working on a new documentary on the Kendrick and Drake beef too.
What is it? Wow. Hmm.
I'm just trying to get you home to make that ass bounce. Hey Q, hey Sam, I'm doing pretty good. I didn't take no nap today, so I'm catching up on a lot of shit I should have been catching up on.
Right.
I said I like taking naps, but I hate taking naps too.
And boy.
Because one time I said I was going to take a 1 hour nap, I ended up taking a 3 hour nap.
Right.
I woke up with a whole mustache and a beard and everything. Shit.
Oh Lord.
Not Jermaine Dupri calling out people saying he's next amid Diddy
He's next.
allegation.
Hey, well, you know the dirt you did. Press up to it.
Y'all need to leave these motherfuckers alone and shit. I'm some.
Yeah,
Y'all already got Jay Z and Beyonce suing motherfuckers now and shit. They say they ain't playing. They tired of the mess.
they were the guilty. God damn it. That's how people should treat them, like they guilty. The reason why Diddy got away with what he did was because he think he was unstoppable. You know.
You know, looking back at Diddy's career, I'm not gonna hold you. This nigga was literally snitching on himself throughout his whole career. I'm
Right.
gonna be.
Exactly.
I'm just about. I'm just about rewatching some videos and interviews. I'm just like, yeah, this nigga been snitching on himself for years and shit.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
First of all, your record label was called Bad Boy. First of all, ooh,
Yeah.
Q said I love taking naps after I get home. Yeah, I love taking naps when I get home from home. But let's just say if I want to do some shit, some productive shit, I put my alarm clock on. Sometimes I get too tired. I'll sleep past that shit, and then I have to catch up and do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's good, Mike?
Mike, what up?
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I got this jacket like last year and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just like this. Everyone's just getting dark now and shit like that. Everyone's just. These Grammys gonna be looking interesting too.
Hopefully. You know, they might choose to nominate Sexy Red No Talent ass and not Common and Pete Rock. You know.
Honestly, I don't even think they'll nominate Sexy Red. To be real with you,
You know how the Grammys do.
if anything, they'll probably pick the safe bet and nominate Glorilla. If anything, over
So
Sexy Red.
they both trash. Don't nominate none of them.
I mean, yeah, but compared to Sexy Red, Gorilla has talent compared to
Does
Sexy
she?
Red.
She does?
I'm just saying compared to Sexy Red.
Compared?
Cause honestly, if Doja Cat should get a nomination. Honestly,
I like Doja Cat better. I think she's better than all of them.
yeah, that paint the town red is my shit. That's my fucking shit, boy. I really want LL to be nominated. If anything, I really want Marsha Ambrosius.
Hmm. Right? Hopefully. Hopefully.
I know like the critically acclaimed cats like Future and Metro Boomin's album is gonna get nominated. Schoolboy Q Blue Lips is gonna get nominated. I know that.
For what? That trick?
I mean, that's getting like a lot of good reviews, great reviews and shit. And you know how the
Not from
Grammys like.
us. That shit was bad.
I know, but you gotta think about the mass appeal and shit.
The mass appeal don't know shit about music. That's the problem. We are the
Like,
mass appeal.
if anything, Common and Pete Rock will probably get nominated for the adult rap because you know they're trying to do this whole adult rap, grown man rap, which is, honestly is kind of stupid. They started doing that shit with Nas and Hit Boy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Why is Don Lemon speaking out? Nigga, you ain't on CNN no more. Mind your business. This gay ass.
He's on Vlad, right?
No, he made some his own video that I guess he talking about the wild story. I'm like, how y'all know his wild stories? We don't know what Jay-Z and Beyonce did. They act like these niggas is gods or something.
I can't stand him. I can't stand DL Hughley and shit. I can't stand none of them idiots.
You like we don't know shit until the shit come out. So and ain't none of these fucking celebrities saints, man. All these niggas could be guilty as fuck. These people worship these motherfuckers like they larger than life. You know, if Jay-Z and Beyonce did they dirt, then they should pay the price too. I don't worship none of these motherfuckers. Don Lemon speaking out. Like, is he a part of the damn parties? What the fuck he speaking out about it for?
You never know.
You know?
You know how Diddy roll. That's all I'm going to say.
Ray J speaking out, of
Right.
course, because he has so much credibility.
When the hell did he get so? But it's like anytime a black tragedy, let's get
Right.
Ray J's opinion. When the hell did
Exactly.
people start looking at?
Of all people, Ray J? I'm not listening to what he got to say. He said asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I bet, Ray J.
He said asses.
Yes.
Like asses.
Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Oh man.
He chose the wrong choice of words if that's his way of defending Diddy, but okay.
That shit.
All right. Yeah, this is your defense, Diddy. This is who the people who are defending your
Exactly.
ass.
These motherfuckers, you make Kim Kardashian rich.
Asses are being taken. Really?
Right.
That's your choice of words right there, son. That's your choice of words.
That part. That's funny.
Asses are being taken.
Right.
You can't just say nothing credible. Let's not say nothing credible. No, that's what we should take away from
You're
that.
not a credible motherfucker. Him?
Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Asses are being taken.
Asses.
Let's just make a whole Instagram post.
Right.
In the words of Ray J,
right.
Asses are being taken.
Asses.
You really tell me this motherfucker really said that?
Yeah,
Wow,
you said that.
interesting.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let me look. Oh, wow, and I bet you he's wearing that suit. He's wearing a
that,
suit.
that stupid suit that he have.
That fucking fake ass Louis Farrakhan suit he's fucking wearing. I
Crazy.
swear, anytime. And of course, 50 Cent had to chime in
Mm-hmm.
talking about
You know,
50
50
Cent
Cent.
bemused, not bemused, not hip hop DX trying to expand their vocabulary now. Okay,
Not the loops of Hazard. Oh no.
bemused by Ray J's monologue about Diddy's taking asses. He said, and I quote, "What the fuck is he talking about? Thank you."
Oh Lord. That shit funny.
Oh my, he's man, asses are being taken, y'all. That's Ray J's word of knowledge. But I'm ready to start whenever you are, because
Yeah,
I don't
let's
even know
go.
what's up, YouTube. How y'all doing? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try in the building with me. How you doing?
Yo.
And today we are going to talk about the classic sitcom, The Jamie Foxx Show. The show came out August 28th, 1996, and it ran until January 14th, 2001. It ran 100 episodes. It was created by Jamie Foxx and Bentley Kyle Evans, and it ran on a WB network. So we doing another WB classic, y'all. Another WB classic. You know what I'm saying? And the sitcom me and Try both like. Hopefully, I mean, because we have our disagreements over certain shows and shit, but it's all good. How did you get into the Jamie Foxx show?
Just watching the WB back in the '90s, and he was funny, and they had the cast with Garrett Morris from the Martin, and you had Fancy Garcelle Bouveau, and she was in like the R. Kelly download remix video.
Oh yes,
She played Mr. Big's wife or
her
whatever.
ass,
And
her ass got talked. Her
yeah,
ass got took and
as
everything.
got beat. And Kel's got his ass beat too for messing with her, and that was like such a great video, and people remember her from that, and just watching at the time like WB had like good shows, the Wayans brothers and Parenthood and Buffy, and that was my shows, man. And it was just a good black comedy sitcom, and the hijinks that he got into with Braxton and with Fancy, and it was just fun to watch. And you know I think I want to say there was rumors that at that time like him and Fancy were actually dating,
We'll talk about that.
right? And I remember hearing that back then, but we didn't have the internet, so it was just rumors back then. And um just him working at the hotel for his aunt, and it reminded me of like Bel Air, but it was like he was like Will at a hotel, and all the hijinks that he went through,
Yeah,
you
we'll
know, with
definitely talk about that. We'll
yeah, with his
definitely.
with his aunt and stuff. And I loved it, man. I don't think the show gets enough recognition when it comes to like black sitcoms of the '90s.
Right.
But I think more people mention the Wayans brothers than Jamie Foxx show. You know, but
I'll be.
it was
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
it was just great black sitcom. But one of my favorites, because it wasn't too many that I actually liked that at that time. It was very few black sitcoms to me that were funny, but Jamie
Right.
Foxx show was hilarious, and we never missed it.
I feel you on that. Well, I pretty much got into the show like a year or two after it ended and whatnot, and pretty much to keep it quite honest, there was time I did not like this show
Right.
because it was just like I thought it was when I first watched the keyword, I thought it was like a Martin ripoff
Hmm.
and some shit like that
Interesting.
too. I'm gonna get more into that in a minute, but then I want to say like in the past 8 years, I
Mm-hmm.
started to watch the show a bit more, and I generally liked it, but I liked it up to a certain point, if
Right.
that makes sense too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the show has always been funny, but I want to say I'm more for the first 2 seasons, but we'll get more into that in a minute and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Jamie
Mm-hmm.
Foxx, he was coming fresh out of Living Color and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he
Right.
pretty much carried the whole show, but at the same time, he was surrounded by what I consider one of the most underrated ensembles in sitcom history
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody in that cast did their thing, in my personal opinion and shit. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah, it's a very cool, dope show and everything
Mm-hmm.
like that too. You know what I'm saying? And the
Right.
thing about this show is like it had a style. It had a certain it had a certain style. Like I kind of consider the show Showtime at the Apollo meets Def Comedy Jam, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? With a little
Right.
splash of In Living Color.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least all the cast members definitely did work like on stage and shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. So it's natural where they would just break out in song. They would just break out in song and get more music influence and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely talk more about that when we'll definitely talk more about that when we go in through the show and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So PMD dropped a new video. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. New journey.
Diddy's trial is set for May 2025. Wow.
So he gonna be in jail till then, and maybe longer.
Wow. Oh well. Well. So to start off with the beginning of the Jamie Foxx show, we have to take it back to exactly Jamie Foxx. We've talked about Jamie Foxx on his channel before. I mean, I pretty much talked about Living Color constantly. Um, we did the Peep This review, his first album. You know what I'm saying? I've constantly mentioned some of his other movies and stuff like that too. But like I never really sat down and examined this show. So, right after In Living Color ended, he was already doing like guest appearances on certain shows here and there. Like of course he was on Rock. He played like George, like the mentally unstable neighbor. The disability, he went with the disability. That's the right way of saying it. Let me say. Um, of course, he guest started hanging with Mr. Cooper, Moesha, and things like that. And in 1993, he came out with his own stand-up special called "Straight from the Foxhole." And one thing about Jimmy Foxx's stand-up routine was that he would always, do a stand-up routine, but then he'll always end off his show, like singing like classic soul songs and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this special, he sung some songs like from his upcoming album Peep This and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? The special was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool special. Me personally, I kind of preferred the special he did in the 2000s, like Unleashed and I Might Need Security.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny we're talking about Jamie Foxx because this announced that he's recently going to do another stand-up special. It's a new stand-up special and shit like that too. So that's going to be on Netflix if I'm not mistaken. Q said, "What about Malcolm and Eddie?" That show was okay.
You
I
don't like
was
that?
not really the biggest fan of that show. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It just the thing about that show, it just like each season they had a different executive producer, so the tone changed pretty much every season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, Eddie Griffin was funny as hell in that show. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was just like it was just the typical UPN fare at that time. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. So Straight from the Foxhole was a success on HBO, and he had that special done with the dude who do that special was the cat named Marcus King, who
Right.
who ended up being one of the executive producers on the show and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of Martin, another one of the executive producers was Bentley Kyle Evans. And Bentley Kyle Evans, he was pretty much the executive producer for Martin from season 3 to season 5. What's so funny?
Yo, I watched. I seen a post where the new Megan Thee Stallion song with the
Yeah,
Chinese dude,
yeah.
and the meme is that song with Megan Thee Stallion and Jackie Chan. They were taking this out.
Oh, damn.
Not Jackie
Damn.
Chan,
Jackie Chan. Oh, Lord.
man. Oh,
But yeah, but yeah. So, where was I? So yeah, so Bentley Kyle Evans was a executive producer for Martin from season 3 to season 5 and stuff like that too, which kind of has more of the Martin connection into it too. And so, with the WB being like that flagship nation, that flagship network at that time, I mean, we already talked about the Wayans brothers. We already talked about Steve Harvey's show and stuff like that too.
man.
Um, this also was aired on the same lot as The Parenthood and stuff, which that's going to be a show we're going to talk about next year. Stay tuned on that. You know what I'm saying? That Robert Townsend sitcom and shit. So with this show, he pretty much based the show on his personal life. You know what I'm saying? And what I didn't know was like he was raised by his parents, like adopted parents and stuff like that too. So that's why he got his aunt and uncle running the hotel and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the cast, he had Jamie Foxx who played Jamie King, who's like an aspiring singer, actor. You know what I'm saying? Who's just making it out in California, working in his aunt and uncle's hotel, the King Towers. I mean, Jamie was just your typical irresponsible, chasing dreams kind of dude and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just picture Will Smith but in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? And like what I try to mention, it had like a Fresh Prince kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? That whole fish out of water trope.
Man.
And you had Garcelle Beauvoir. If I'm saying her last name. I'm
Nouveau.
always Beauveau, yeah, who plays Fancy. And like Try mentioned, she was already had a breakthrough with the R. Kelly video Down Low. She also did a few guest appearances in modeling and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. She was like the no nonsense, on again, off again entrance of Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Who pretty much spent the first 3 seasons chasing after Fancy and everything like that too. And then you had Christopher B. Duncan who played Braxton next to Jamie, the funniest character on the show, next to Jamie
Yeah.
and everything. And I'm pick okay, the best way to describe Braxton.
He's a house nigga.
A more no, I'm not. I'm more thugged out Carlton Banks.
Thugged out?
And let me explain because when it came to like Will and Carlton, Will always got the upper hand in the jokes for the most part, but Jamie and Braxton were pretty much equally intact when it came to their jokes. And he was like the no nonsense, rich, bougie accountant of the hotel and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Who is not afraid to get down once in a while and shit like that. And Christopher B. Duncan, he was already doing a few guest appearances here and there.
Right.
At that time, his best known work at that time was Original Gangsters when he played Spyro.
Mhm.
Classic movie right there. No one talks about that movie though. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Ella English who played Aunt Helen, who was like, of course, Jamie's aunt, the loving, motherly aunt and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with you. As much as I love the main cast, episodes where it's kind of centered on Helen, kind of on like my least favorite on the show because sometimes they go too much for the dramatics at times though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not anything wrong with the actress because Ella English definitely did a thing and stuff like that. And she's linked with one of the most charismatic comedic actors of all time, Garrett Morris. Now, Garrett Morris, man, we might have to spend a whole video talking about his resume.
Mhm.
He was the first black member on Saturday Night Live. He's also was like a singer too in the early days. You know what I'm saying? Did a lot of guest appearances on a lot of sitcoms from The Jeffersons to Married with Children. He's still kicking it. He's still doing this thing now at 87. So
Oh.
yeah, man. Also he was a singer in the Harry Belafonte folk singers too. You know what I'm saying? So he also did the Broadway as well too. You know what I'm saying? So and he at the time he was in Martin, but he got let go in 1994 because controversially, he got shot in '94, like a carjacking, and apparently, according to Garrett Morris, he pretty much said that Martin had him kicked off the show. I mean, I talked about this when we did the Martin
Just like
retrospective,
that.
but I feel like there's more to the story. I feel like he's somebody the power to be and stuff like that. He did say a producer, and no one really knows why exactly he got kicked off the show and stuff like that too. But I mean, he has no heart ill will against Martin though. But it was just something he just always wondered and shit.
Right.
And this was kind of like his career renaissance, if that makes sense. No, this is when he got back doing his thing and shit. And then you also had one other cast member in the first season, Dennis, who played by Andy Berman. He only appeared in like 7 or 8 episodes. The reason why a lot of people don't remember him is probably because, like, if you guys watched the first season on syndication, I mean, they take his credits off the syndicated first season. So people forget that he was an official cast member. But if you actually, what's up, Mariana? If you actually get the show, like watch the show uncut on HBO Max, or just buy the DVDs, they have the full first season where his name was actually appeared. I kind of feel like it's kind of messed up, but he didn't really make that much impact and shit. He was like the white cast member talking Ebonics. You know, we've had the kids like that, like Dylan from 227.
Oh God.
What's the cat's name? Bullethead from Steve Harvey show. But Bullethead was funny though. Bullethead was funny.
The white dude from 8 Mile.
Which one?
Cheddar Bob.
Oh. Oh man. Cheddar Bob. Shot himself in the dick.
He shot his dick off.
Right. I would even go as far back as saying the white officer from Sanford and Son. I think it was called Hoppy or Skippy. You know who else said right off, right on? You know,
Right.
I think he was the first one. He was the first one. Yeah. So the show premiered and stuff like that, August 28th in 1996, and everything. And it damn, I can't talk. It premiered on a 9:30 slot. That same lineup, it had Sister at 8 o'clock, Nick Freno at 8:30, which was when White Mike had his own show for Wayne's Brothers. Yeah, that happened. The Wayne's Brothers at 9 o'clock, and then Jamie Foxx Show at 9:30. The first 2 seasons are literally my favorite seasons of the show, to keep it a buck with you. It was just flat out comedy and everything like that. So, you know, the first episode alone, Jamie Foxx does an R. Kelly impersonation and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if that can fly today, but it is what it is and shit. You know, it just showcases his singing and everything like that too. You know, making that in the music business and dealing with his hijinks and getting the hotel in some weird ass situations and shit. I feel like the first 2 seasons was definitely the most sketch like of the show, in my opinion. Which I kind of would throw in the Wayans Brothers first season as well, that too, because there'll be some times when it's like a general sitcom plot, but then next thing you know, they might do some outlandish kind of shit. Like Jamie Foxx also played different characters throughout the first couple of seasons, like the white newscaster Tyrone Biggums, who's also speaking Ebonics and shit too. He played like a funeral director in one episode. This nigga was trying to be Martin so bad and shit. He was trying to be Martin so bad at some times, but I love the first 2 seasons just for its raw comedy. Now, I do a lot of mentioning on the first 2 seasons. You must think I don't like the other seasons. Well,
you don't.
Here's the thing. When the show came back for the 3rd season, at the 2nd season finale, Jamie went on tour with Casey and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? And Fancy was about to tell his feelings for him, and she wrote him a note, but apparently Jamie misplaced the note. So the 3rd season is kicked off. And this is where I feel like it kicked into its second era, the more romantic-led era where it's
Right.
like Fancy was dating this guy named Silas. Oh, here she comes. Okay.
I was wondering what happened to her.
First lady, what's
Hey,
up?
Ashley.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm alright.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So since you're here, how did you get into the Jamie Foxx show?
Um, I got into it first when they started airing the reruns. I want to say back on BET.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's how I got into it. Yeah, that's how I got into the show.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
be honest. I'll be honest. The theme song, like the earlier seasons, it was alright. But I kind of like the theme song they did for the later seasons.
Right.
And it brought you. I was just talking about the third season too.
Yeah.
Yep. We were just talking about that.
I was just getting into that because we had a discussion last night.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm back. You guys like the R&B lace third season theme song? I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that fucking sympathy's all I need.
Oh my god.
Like I like the G Funk, honky dory, Magic School Bus PBS kind of theme. Like it was just a lot going on in that first season theme song and shit like that. He's just riding around in his car. He seeing himself in
Mm-hmm.
the billboard fancy, and then all of a sudden Braxton comes. He erases Braxton. Then he's driving around with his Aunt Helen. He magically
Yeah.
erases the white guy off and shit. It's just so fun. It just capitalized the tone of the show. But then the late '90s happened, and every black sitcom tried to have a sexy R&B theme song and shit like that with a lot of attitude, trying to be all sexy and chill, and everyone's dancing and stuff like that. Because ever since the Cosby Show, every
Right.
black sitcom has to have the dance, everyone dancing the theme song and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like when the third season, it just got more focused on the Jamie and Fancy relationship as opposed to like the hotel, which I like Jamie and Fancy, but at the same time, I liked when it was like focused on the whole cast and shit too.
Yeah.
And then when the show got into the fourth season, what I didn't know was the lady that created Girlfriends, she was a co-executive producer in the last
Oh.
two seasons. And that makes perfect sense.
Oh.
Because if you guys are familiar with Mara Brock Akil,
Mm-hmm.
like Girlfriends, The Game, a lot of it was like professional workplace with the love lives, the personal love lives and stuff like that too. But at the same time, with a lot of her shows towards the latter run, the love lives outshadowed the professional. Cough, cough, the game, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. And shit. And I'm just like, damn, that kind of makes sense because she does really do a lot of like that black love stories and stuff like that too. Because I think she also did work on For Your Love, the Holly Robinson Pete show. Y'all remember that
Mm-hmm.
one?
Was that the one with her husband? With,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah.
yeah. The black Friends ripoff. It's like Friends ripped off Living Single, but they try to rip off Friends. They had a black couple, a white couple, and a mixed couple and some shit, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, and then you also had more cast members too. Like you had Cameron, played by Susan Wood, who ended up being Christopher B. Duncan's wife later on in life.
Mm-hmm.
You had Sherry Jackson, who was Fancy's best friend, who was on the show. And then you had Mouse and Jamie's other weird friend. I forgot his name, but he was also on The Wash too. Then you had Jamie's kind of rival Nicole, the dude who played Sean's father in Boy Meets World. He was Jamie's boss because he had that Jingles company. And the Jingles era, I like the Jingles era, but it was just like a lot of them people just were not that funny. It was that they were hit or miss with their comedy. Like Sherry Jackson, she always makes me laugh. She always makes me laugh, whatever she does and shit. But by the time the fifth season happened, it only ran for like 13 episodes because Jamie Foxx was doing like a lot of stuff for that time too. And he wanted to make sure the show hit 100 episodes. It wasn't canceled. It actually ended. So that's that. The people want to say, oh, all these black sitcoms got canceled, but he actually ended it on his own reel.
Mm-hmm.
And what did the show ended off with? Jamie and Fancy getting married and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The typical sitcom ending. Either you getting married or you getting having a baby. And then they went all out. They got all the singers like Gerald Levert, I think Gladys Knight, Marilyn McCool, and Billy Davis and stuff. Because that's the thing about these WB shows. They always had to have cast the black artists as like random roles and shit like that too. Like, hey, let's just have Ron Isley and Mary J. Blige on the episode. Hey, Busta Rhymes is available. Let's book the whole West Side Connection. That was a funny episode, though, by the way, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But and no, they did. Garcelle and Jamie did not actually date in real life, but Jamie has always said that Garcelle was the one that got away and shit like that
Mm.
too. In many interviews, but they are like very close to this thing, you know. So
No.
that's the Jamie Foxx show in a nutshell. So, what are y'all favorite episodes of the show?
My favorite was the Halloween episode in season 1.
Ooh,
Kiss and Tell, and you know they were having a Halloween party at the hotel, and um Jamie was dressed like as a cowboy or something like that. We had like an
yeah,
ostrich or something around him, and he was I don't know, like I think he told his uncle that he had a thing for fancy, and his uncle was like, you know, go talk to her, are you sure this is, she the one or whatever, We've been noticing that he had a thing for her, and um he he was like, basically the uncle got him a date for the for the party, but the date was like too ghetto. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And like the uncle thought like, oh, she fine, she don't speak English. And then when the uncle brings the date to the hotel, Jamie found out that she wasn't what the uncle said she was. Like, she was real hood. She was like trying to get with Jamie. He wasn't feeling her. So I'm trying to remember if he brought the same date to the party. I don't think he did though. But they were like, his date was dressed up as fancy at the, like, she was Marie Antoinette, and they both came with the same costume, and Fancy came with somebody else who was her date was Siobhan Moore. And I think if Jamie was like jealous that she came with somebody else,
yep,
and they said I think Fancy was jealous too that his date was dressed up as her at the party, and they said something to each other, and then they end up like kissing. And Jamie says that it was an accident, that he thought he was kissing the date that he came with, but it was Fancy. And they both liked it, but they were like kind of in denial. Even like the day after, they were like trying to avoid each other at work. And it just came to the point where Fancy had a talk with Jamie's aunt, about how she was feeling about him, and Jamie, for whatever reason, he was talking to Braxton. He even told Braxton, why I'm telling you this, but I think like episodes like that on the show, like I think we already knew that they were gonna hook up. I mean, at least for me, like I felt like that was gonna happen at the end.
right,
Like they would hook up and get together, and you know, um they made like an agreement to, like, to be friends, to get to know each other, and if it happens, then it happens.
right.
But I think that was like one of like the first episodes that you kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Okay, okay. What about you, Ash?
There were a couple of favorite episodes that I had. I would say from season one, yeah, definitely that Halloween episode. Season two, there were a few, like the one when Jamie ended up in the psychiatric ward.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that's one. And another one was when there was a pool party at the hotel and Jamie, Fancy, and Braxton were locked in the freezer. And then what's that other one? The one that when Jamie and Braxton were at the bank and they were involved in that bank robbery with the female bank robbers were robbing the bank, I should say.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Okay. Um, I got a few favorite episodes too. My all-time favorite episode was when, and this might be a lot of people's favorite, when Jamie and Braxton went to traffic school
Mm,
and Mark Curry as a crazy traffic.
yeah,
And this pretty much had a lot of scenes where the cast just cannot
keep a
hold it
straight
together.
face.
They
Yeah.
could not keep a straight face because Mark Curry was just going crazy and everything like
Hmm.
that. And my all-time favorite part was when Braxton made an answer. He's like the problem with the wheel was that he was square, and then Mark Curry ran. He almost busted his ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was a favorite
Hmm.
of mine. Another episode I liked was when Kelly Caulfield guest starred in the first season. You know what I'm saying? Where they made it seem like she made it seem like she fell down because the floor was wet, but she was actually faking. So they
So
pretty
she
much
could
was
get a big money
yeah.
settlement. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And there are
So she
people
pretty
who are
much
out here who are like that, always running scams and
oh
stuff
yeah.
like that.
There's people who actually fake being homeless and shit.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
that's insane. Like, why would you fake being homeless when there's actual homeless folks out here struggling?
Right.
Like first of all, I was like, if you're homeless, how come you have a phone, a cell phone and shit?
Yeah.
They're not phoneless. They're homeless.
Right, but still though. But and
Mm.
so there's a scene where Jamie does an OJ Simpson walk,
Oh
and if you guys
God.
watch his stand-up specials and to watch how he always does an OJ Simpson routine where he's just like, if you guys watch OJ Simpson, he always does that weird walk and stuff like that. He just dragging his feet.
I
So,
never I never noticed that.
oh man, I'll send you a video. I'll send you a video, but
Mm.
yeah, it's just classic comedy. The way how he got her to admit that she wasn't faking because he was imitating her dancing, and then they have this weird scene where it's like everybody was laughing, but there's like this weird camera angles and stuff like that too. It's just like okay.
Crazy.
Another one of my favorites was when the West Side Connection came and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And again, the WB they always casted like a hella rappers, singers, just as random roles. And
Hmm.
this funniest scene was when Dub C was trying to pull out a credit card, and the way the motherfucker was trying to pull out the card, he was all aggressive with that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And so it was a set it off reference because he was on set
Mm.
it off at the bank robber.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I always said if it wasn't for that nigga, none of that shit would happen and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Jamie was like, please don't set it off. Please don't set it off. Yeah, man. So I mean, those are like my favorite episodes. I have so many others though.
I think like for like episodes like that where you had like the special guests, rap artists like West Side Connection. That was at a time when their album had came out around that time.
Yep.
So it was like that was like good promotion too, right? Having a new album from an artist, they're gonna show up on either Martin or on Jamie Foxx Show or Wayne's Brothers.
Yeah, because they weren't showing up on the Home Improvement.
Nah, it's
They
definitely
weren't
not.
showing up
Mm.
for Roseanne.
Definitely not on there.
On the next episode of Roseanne, West Side Connection teaches Roseanne how to crip rock.
Yeah, she
Imagine
would
they
have
would
been
have
funny.
had like a whole bunch of rappers and whatnot on Home Improvement and Roseanne back then.
Oh my god.
That would just be
Yeah,
so. Mm,
they would have
You know,
canceled the show.
yeah.
you know what the craziest show that had a rapper was when the Larry Sanders show had Wu Tang Clan on the episode. That was
I never saw that
interesting.
one. Never saw that one.
I'll send you the
Nah,
clip and shit.
I never watched that show
yeah,
Yeah, man. I was like, this is the whitest show with HBO.
ever.
And y'all have Wu Tang Clan. I was like,
why would
okay,
they,
I
why
fuck
would they on there?
because it was the last season of the Larry Sanders show, and that was when the networks were trying to like bring a younger demographic. So the Wu Tang Clan dropped Wu Tang Forever at that time.
Nah,
and some shit
Mm.
like that too. So that's always been my show. But I know you don't like the Larry Sanders Show
nah,
try, so I'm not
not a
even
fan.
I'm not even gonna.
Not a fan.
Yeah, but yeah. So with that being said, the show released everything on all the seasons have been released on DVD. It's on streaming services here and there, syndication and stuff like that too. I mean, I've already like to watch this show. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good stepping stone when it came to Jamie Foxx's rise to becoming the actor that he is today and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic, man. It's a classic in our community, you know, because
Yeah,
mass appeal they won't get none of these jokes. You know what I'm saying?
nah.
No.
They won't get a lot of these jokes and shit. But yeah, man. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. There was one more thing I forgot to mention. Nah, I already mentioned that in the last scene. Okay, so yeah, that's that. That's the review. Shit. So man, Ashley, are you going to see Joker too?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I've been going back and forth with it. I mean, they got so many Batman movies, and then you got the Joker stuff going
Right.
on. It's hard to keep up.
I don't know. I want to see it, but then it's like some musical, so it's like
Man, worst movie ever.
it's not doing good.
Wait, they made it into a musical?
Yeah, it's a musical.
Oh God, no, 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 no.
I don't know why they did
Yeah,
that. It made no sense.
I don't get me wrong. I got nothing against musicals. It just depends on what it is.
Right.
But to
yeah.
me, certain stuff should not be made into musicals. Now, for them to do
Right.
like a Batman film on one of his biggest adversaries, why?
Exactly. Because
I
when
don't
they
get it.
make Batman 2, when that comes out, and they'll probably reference Joker, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And at some point, he's gonna face Joker. He's not gonna be singing in that film
no,
or
I'd
Harley
rather
Quinn.
watch.
Why would you make them? I don't understand why would they make it a whole musical.
You know what? I'd rather watch Joker 2 than Batman and Robin.
You're
Yeah, I
crazy.
said it. I'd rather watch Joker 2 than Batman and Robin.
Oh,
It's not Batman and Robin bad. Y'all making that seem like it's Batman and Robin bad. Cause
well, I haven't seen, but it's a musical. So but we're going in thinking we're gonna see violent Joker. It's a musical. Like it doesn't need to be a musical for what?
well, I'm gonna let you watch it because I feel like it's still a downgrade. It's still a
I ain't
downgrade.
watching it no time soon because I don't I'm not a fan of musicals like that. Like I've seen certain ones, but they were good. I don't think a Joker musical with Harley Quinn was needed.
yeah, yeah. That's what I just said too. Certain musicals I'll watch like on TV or on streaming or whatever,
Right.
but to go out and see a Joker musical type movie, no, that don't sound right to me.
No.
No, 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 no.
Mm-mm. I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
It's like it's a no for me though.
Yeah.
Mm. I like the Beetlejuice sequel. I like that one.
That was good. I got to see that.
Yeah.
I just hit streaming on Tuesday, so I'm gonna watch it.
Uh, I'm getting my Halloween movies ready and shit like that. Yes. Getting my homecoming shit together because I'm gonna look fly as hell for homecoming this year, and my birthday coming up too.
Hey, have you revealed your costume yet or no?
I'm not gonna reveal it yet though.
Okay.
Not yet. It's gonna be a surprise. But it's probably easy. It was easier getting this costume than the
Was
Kumo
it?
D ones. Yeah, it
Oh
was
wow.
easy getting this costume. I have to use paint this time. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, man. But actually, I might go to G Ho before I go to homecoming. To be real with you.
Oh wow. You
Yeah.
you would really go to A&T's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to our rivals first, and I'm gonna go to ours next week.
Mm. I've never been to
I,
A&T's homecoming.
I've never been either. I want to see what the hype was and shit.
But remember that time when they had theirs and ours in the same week?
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was a
really?
crazy. That was crazy because after I went to our homecoming, I dropped you off. I drove to Greensboro to chill with AJ. Then I drove back to Durham and shit like that. Mind you, I was messed up. I
Mm,
was messed up, but I had some coffee. Thank God I had some coffee on me because if it wasn't for coffee,
mm,
then I wouldn't be here and shit. That's all I'm gonna say. But
mm.
yeah, man, I know
Yeah,
because I know they have.
but still, ours was better than theirs.
It's always better. Ours is
Yeah.
always better. It just sucks that I got a DJ a gig too at the day of homecoming, but it's only gonna be for like 5 hours. I'm
Mm,
still gonna get paid, so it's all that matters. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm like, run me my money, motherfucker.
Mm,
But yeah, so I got me a hotel in Durham this year, 'cause that way I don't have to do that much driving. Like,
mm.
hopefully this hotel got a pool though, like a jacuzzi and some shit. Hmm. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. What do you think about the theme song? Oh, we already talked about the theme song. Yeah, Q, that first one was better and shit. The G Funk one.
Yeah, that's like I said. The first one was all right to me, but I just like the second one more.
Mm. Yeah, that was crazy what
Eugene,
you said.
what's good?
What's up, Kuji? Now he had 1,000 bottles of shea butter. I'm so weak.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
Man, now
Yeah,
they bringing.
his trial, his sex trafficking trial, is set for May 2025.
good. Yeah, he's staying in there till May.
Yep. Yep. He's gonna have his day in court, people.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
That's
wish they would
crazy.
call me for that. Please call me for that trial.
Try to be the first one to say that nigga is guilty.
Yep.
He's been in federal custody since September 16th and is charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. And of course, he's pleading guilty. I mean, pleading not guilty to all these charges. So,
Take that, take that, take that.
mm. I just feel bad for his children.
Yeah.
Same.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
Except for Justin King
mm,
Combs, except for him.
mm.
But yeah, man, it's just how can you be so rich but you still want to do this stupid shit?
Right.
Because of his celebrity and people thinking that he's larger than life.
Mm.
You know, they come out. Don Lemon just came out and made a video talking about nobody should be throwing shade at Jay Z and Beyonce. If Jay Z and Beyonce did shit, then what you expect?
Mm.
If they
Nah,
did shit.
he guilty until proven innocent. He ain't innocent because he did too much dirt in the field for decades that we heard about.
Yeah, and I think what everything he did do is now really coming to light
Yeah,
because mm,
Hell, then somebody got sued. I was just telling Ashley yesterday, Swiss Beats even got sued
yeah,
for
yeah, because
embezzlement.
I think I ended up sending you that.
embezzlement or something.
Guess we ain't getting no more verses. Shit.
Mm,
That's what he took the verses money for.
we don't know that.
Mm, I swear to God, man. Everyone's just exposing everybody this year.
Yep.
Look at what Cat Williams started. Everyone try to have a Cat Williams moment.
Damn you, cat.
It's going to be the same year as the Dwayne Davis trial. That name sounds familiar.
Isn't that the dude that killed Nipsey?
Wait, that's the
Nah,
guy?
That's not him.
let me look. Dwayne Davis. Oh no, Keefe D. Yeah, he's talking about Keefe
Oh,
D. I forgot all about his ass. Huh? I swear, niggas just love to snitch on themselves.
Mm.
And then now his family's on book director. I mean, not director. Detectives. Damn, I can't talk. They're trying to book detectives and shit just to solve the murder.
Mm.
Dartmouth said favorite Master Ace song. Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I'm gonna go with "Beautiful" from Long Hot Summer.
Mm.
Jeep ass nigga.
Nice. That's actually a good question right there.
He's
Speaking of
typing
Master
normal
Ace,
for once.
you know who I always wanted to hear Master Ace
Oh,
with? Large Professor.
oh yeah, that'd be fire.
He always said that. He always had that like 93, 94, and stuff like that. Yeah, man. I need to get my hands on Long Hot Summer. Last time I saw that album was like $300.
Damn. Cocaine prices.
Right? You know them Cold Chillin' Juice Crew albums and shit.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Favorite Jodeci song?
What is this? Now you asking us dumb questions?
Mm.
Is either that or he just types random shit.
And you just type like a retard and shit.
I would say my favorite Jodeci song is "What About Us" from Diary from Mad Band.
Mm, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Uh, Maybe Come and Talk to Me remix. That one. It's
Mm-hmm.
like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The producer formerly known as Sean Combs. What about you, Ash?
I said the same thing. The "Come and Talk to Me" remix.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that remix is iconic and shit. Just that drum break alone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The "You look so sexy, you really turn me on." All right, I'm gonna stay on for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna stay on for 5 more minutes.
Nigga
You and
asking. So you giving us a survey now, man. What's wrong with you?
honestly, you and I have not. That's not really one of my favorite Josie songs, believe it or not. From the Four of Them I Laid Out, I've always felt like that was an okay song.
I like Time and Place from the third album.
Mm.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that "Going Through the Motion" song from the Who's a Man soundtrack.
Yes. Love that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, Q. I already said I like the new J Cole track. Shit. Yeah, I cannot wait till December. For once in my life, I can't wait till December. Let's cut close. I'm gonna see Mariah Carey. Shit. Real R&B music, not this Fugazi shit. I saw Lettucey dropped a new song too.
Did she?
Mm.
Yeah, my homegirl told me to check it out. I've never even been a big Lettucey fan though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He said they're having a heavy metal for a festival called Aftershock. Can't be a heavy metal festival without the word shock in it, can it? Mm. I think they're dropping the micro trailer for December from what I looked up.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Hmm.
Yeah, the way they're making it seem, they making it seem like it's a musical equivalent to the Malcolm X biopic. Hopefully that is good though, because if it's all hyped up and then I hear that it's not going to be good, then I don't know what I want to say. Mm. But I'm gonna end this off right here, you all. I know Try had to get ready for his stream at 8, but so I'm still working on the schedule because I have to I actually just got my work scheduled today, so I'm still gonna be working on that shit tonight. But all I do know is that I want to do the 8 Ball MJG second album, but I want to also do that idea with the underrated hip hop debuts year by year and stuff like that. But we can do it like up to a certain year. I'm still trying to debate which year I want to do it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, yes. Also, too, we got the Ghostbusters 2 next week, next Thursday, and stuff like that too. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And that's all I'm going to say for right now because I still have not made a schedule yet. Um, Also, too, just throwing this out there. The weekend of my birthday, I'm not going to do no videos. Just letting y'all know, niggas know right now. I'm actually going to relax on the weekend of my birthday. So, actually, I'm going to just say from Halloween up until the weekend of my birthday, I'm not going to do no videos. I'm going to give myself a little break.
All right.
All right, here I am. So, I'm not going to come back until the 4th of November. So, just letting that niggas know. Other than that, hope you guys all be safe and everything like that too. And all my people in Florida, y'all make sure y'all be safe too from the hurricane and everything like that too. A lot of people who I know from Florida are actually doing good. Thank God for that. But everybody else, make sure y'all be safe, find shelter the best way you can. And I hope I'll see you guys on Sunday. Hope y'all
All
be
right.
safe.
Peace.